Hello, all, and welcome back for another episode of AFW2's Blue and Beyond podcast. This month, we have Coach Connie talking to Raina Stroman and Brittni Jennie, who are both on Team Air Force, and they will be competing in Warrior Games this September. Let's listen in and see what they had to say.
Here we are again, finally back. It's been a while since we did a Let's Talk Sports. In this edition, just to tell you guys, I've already started laughing before we talked about anything. So it's about to go all the way down. But the thing I'm excited about this is Let's Talk Sports, Sport Wingman edition. I tell you guys all the time, get an accountability buddy, get a training partner, get someone to hold you accountable to what your goals are, and great things will happen. So I have with us Miss Raina Stroman. What? And then Brittni Jennie, Jennie, and Raina, Brittni. Now I'm gonna just get right to it because I think people need to know, how did this? You can't say bromance. It's not bromance when it's women. What is it? It's not
romance. No, that's weird. Don't do that. Can we erase that? Oh, this is live. Just
no erasing that.
I just came up with that on the spot.
Okay, let's not call it anything.
We're friends.
Yes, you're training friends. How did that start? Romance.
Raina, so truth be told, I only ever, I don't say met Raina in passing at previous events, Andrews, but we never really had any conversations. And it's like one of those things where, okay, you're in the program, so then you just start adding a bunch of people on Facebook as friends just because, you know, they're related. And she's just posting all these events and like, what the heck? This girl knows everything. So I messaged her. It's like, what do you got? Like, how do you have all this information? And then she told me her secret.
The secret was out. And Raina, when she reached out to you, like,
I was like ready to share. So I was like, hey, this is where I'm at. Where are you at? If you can come down here, this is what the USO has. And then I started showing her literally everything they had, from the weightlifting equipment to the staff that actually have experience being coaches. So one is an actual swim coach. The other one does track, and they're willing to help us, and they're excited about Warriors. There's a Marine detachment that's down there. So I just start sharing all this along with, they have like a bicycle program, and then the best part, the recovery seats. And so from there, we start talking about meeting up, and then we shared it out to some other local Warriors, and they pop in as well.
I know I kind of feel bad when we scheduled this that I didn't include the other one into your trio at AFW2, which is Caleb Jones. I know he's with you guys quite a bit with different stuff. Even watching the track videos you guys submitted, like you can hear like Brittni is just like, oh my God, yes, I know. Like you guys like talk like brothers and sisters amongst each other, but it's great. Like you still there recorded. And he was like, you know, you have to start timing from here. He's like, I know, Caleb, like, can you just run? I was like, I want to know if they know that all of this is recording and I still hear it, but I guess it doesn't make a difference.
Wait, can I share a funny story? Quick
yes, please.
Note. He is going to make somebody a good husband someday. He whispered to me at the track. He was like, are you hangry? I was like, maybe a little. It was such a gentle whisper, like he's concerned, but he just wanted to know what the limits were before that's smart.
That is smart. Shout out to Caleb for being a good husband. Or I thought he was brother. Yes, but that's what we guys like about it, is that you get to know these little small idiosyncrasies about each other. But all of you guys made the Warrior Games team, so congratulations across the board there. So, and how that played a factor into it. Brittni and Raina, you all took the page by storm when Brittni shared that awesome story about Raina showing up, like jumping up and down, and about a distance that's being thrown. So Raina, what went through your mind? Blanca says, hello, ladies. So yes, Facebook world, if you have any questions or any comments, special shout outs, these ladies may not be able to see it right away. I can see all comments always because I'm nosy like that. So just go ahead and pop them in the feed. And if you hear something that you like, that you love, just go ahead and hit those emojis and light it up because you know I'm all about that emoji life. But so I want to take it from Raina's perspective because we heard Brittni's. So Raina, Brittni, she threw out this monstrous throw. In your head, you were jumping before you guys measured anything. What were your thoughts going through your head at that moment?
So I've been watching her do her warm-up throws all morning, and she's been chucking them and killing them. And like, the more she relaxes and the warmer her body got, the further they were going, but she would not believe me. I'm like, yo, that went further. She's like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, seriously, that went further. No, on my form, oh, this, oh, that. And each time her form's getting better and she's just killing it and lobbing them out there. And then like that last one, I saw it lob and I was like, is that behind like that last little crater? And I went over and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's the best one of the day. And I was like, just so pumped and excited because like, I don't know, Brittni doesn't get excited for herself like she does for others. She'll be like, you can do it, push yourself. Okay, correct your form. You can do this and I got you. We need to meet up and we got to crush this. And then it's her turn. She's like, okay, yeah, I did it. I'm like, can we get a little excited for you? And she's like, no, I'm fine. And we're like, you crushed it. So we're just, I don't know, we're just super excited that like she's growing in a sport that she literally just started. And she's like actually pretty nervous about it, but she's listening and she's training and she's trying. And so to see those results come out during trials was just like amazing.
Oh, you saw the enthusiasm. It was warm-hearted, but what you didn't see, Raina, that everyone else saw was Brittni and her excitement when you were named to the team. So I think was the moment I said the other half of the training duo, and then Brittni like jumped out of a chair. So Brittni, how did it feel for you to hear Raina's name called? Because everyone says that you had a stronger reaction to her name than to when your name was called.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always easier for me, it's always easier to be happier for other people. I don't ever go in with the expectations of anything for myself, but in the back of my head, like I just had this inkling like she was going to make the team. And so when her name was called, it was just confirmation of what I already knew. And I was just super excited because like she said, it's harder to be excited for yourself. So vice versa, you know, she's hard on herself. And so that's, you know, where it comes in to have a teammate or have somebody there with you when you train and stuff to push you, because it's always easier to push somebody else than it is to push yourself. So when we're practicing on weekends and she's like, I just hope that, you know, I just want to make the team. Like, I just want to come and go to Disney with you guys and just hang out. Even if I'm watching in the stands, and it's like, Raina, you're not going to watch in the stands. Like, you're going to be a player. You're going to be a player. But I don't care. As long as I get to come with you guys. You're coming, sister.
It's like it, here you are. So how far, which I think, again, to the degree that people want to, you know, go to make stuff happen. Brittni, you drive to get to Raina. How far is that drive?
3.5 hours each way.
3.5 hours. I just want you all on the sports page to hear that loud and clear. When you want something to happen, you can definitely make it happen. 3.5 hours you drive. And how long do you stay?
So I normally get up about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I try to leave the house by 4. So it gets me there about 7:30 or 8 if I stop for gas. And I will leave. I think the latest I stayed was like 3:30 or 4.
5 o'clock one day.
Yeah. So we tried to get in early morning so we can get more done, and then kind of opens up the afternoon for whatever. But yeah.
Do you feel like you all can like complete each other's sentences or thoughts at this point? Like, do you know what Raina's thinking like right now?
No, but what's your saying? What do you say, Raina? Like, we're both like simple-minded with things, so it's good. Like, what one lacks, the other one's, you know. So if she's bad about scheduling, I don't know. I don't remember what the saying is.
So I said one of us has an operational brain when the other ones are like lagging. And so at least when there's 3 of us together, we have at least one adult, because the other 2 will be making bad decisions or we get distracted. And one of us goes, all right, guys, let's focus. It's time to do this. We're like, oh yeah, that's what we're here for. Get us back on track. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, I feel like I should have called Caleb, because you guys talk about each other in threes. I'm sorry, Caleb. He's not really on Facebook like that anyway. But I'm sorry. My bad. We'll do another one with all 3, maybe, and bring it back in. Raina, what sports? So what sports? Let's see how well you guys know each other. What sports is Brittni going to Warrior Games in?
Okay, trying to remember. Swimming, volleyball. Want to say track and field. Oh, I know she has 7. Cycling. She's doing things. She's not doing powerlifting. She's not doing shooting. Oh, I'm missing them. I can't remember. Oh, I got cycling.
Rugby.
Okay. Oh yeah, rugby.
And out of those sports, which ones are you more excited to watch her compete in?
I'm actually excited to compete with her in volleyball, because we practiced last Saturday and we had a blast between the really good serves and the ones we're like, wow, you know what? Let's keep practicing. But like, it's just fun working out and training with both Brittni and Caleb. Like, it's just, they keep you motivated. They keep you going. Caleb's not even doing volleyball, and he's like, cool, I'm gonna serve you guys. And so like, he's serving us. And then like, I go to like, get ready to respond. And he's like, put your hands down because you're supposed to be ready to move first. And I'm like, my bad, coach. And so I put my hands down and you get ready to move. And, you know, Brittni keeps us motivated, and she'll be like, good job, great job. And then like, even if we miss, she goes, still close. So I'm like, thanks.
You hear that, Coach Andres? Like, they're getting it in. Coach Andres and Kristen, they definitely get it in with training and what they need to do. You guys should film some of that and add it to the page.
You have to cut out a lot of the bad stuff first.
Oh gosh, I understand that life. Talk about track practice. Brittni, now it's your turn. What sports has Raina been named to the team in?
I actually wrote it down when we were made, and I got Caleb's on here too, just in case somebody wasn't available or we forgot. So volleyball, field, rowing, track, powerlifting, and cycling, and your primary alternate for powerlifting and rowing.
Wow. Wow. I mean, that's impressive. Now you make me want to have a training partner and someone to hold me accountable. Who wants to be my accountability buddy? You can throw your hand up in the comments. Don't raise your hands all at once, because I'm kind of hard-headed, and good luck with that. I have some coaches on the coaching staff to hold me pretty accountable, but trust me when I tell you I'm a nightmare, all the way, 100%. So, but what sports are you excited to see Raina compete in at Warrior Games?
Powerlifting, rowing, and like I said, I'm excited to play volleyball with her, but powerlifting for sure, because she's super strong. And the very first practice that we had, she went in doubting herself, and I was like, Raina, like, you already lift like half a truck. What's the problem? Like, I don't understand. So between her and Marge, I'm super excited to watch. Yeah. Marge.
Everybody loves them some Marjorie Hinkle.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, yeah.
Do you think the relationship you two have, it will show on the volleyball court?
Yeah.
If you're on the court at the same time.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's important for any team sport. It's team sports, especially, is a lot of trust. You have to trust the other person, and you know what their next move is going to be. It's just like a vibe. You know, if the vibe is off, you guys don't mesh, then the game is going to be off. So
you're also able to sync better, and you're able to know like kind of strengths and weaknesses of your friends, your partners, and your teammates. You're able to know, okay, my friend doesn't respond as quick on the right or left-hand side, or you kind of figure out where the blind sides are, and you kind of start feeling like, okay, I know if I miss the ball in this part, my friend has it. My friend's gonna like pop it in, let me scoot out the way, and you're able just to, I don't know, to work on your reaction times. And like you said, it's like a vibe, like you start to sync up, and that's what makes a good team.
Like Raina's got the push and slide down to the net, like perfect. I've played normal volleyball, and I've always been a backline player or a setter, so my slide up to the net is a little slow. but
her serves, and when she's playing setter, yeah, each time I got to watch her and Ruth do setter and like response. We were doing like a 3 thing. So Caleb would throw, she would pop it up, and then Ruth would set it back, and then like somebody would hit it over. So it was like 3 touch over. They were killing it. And like serves, just gotta say,
she's got it. That's her jam. I knew the impact right away that was made because Coach Andres was on my phone trying to negotiate and talk and pinpoint some things. I was like, listen, sir. So it obviously paid off for you too, which is amazing. Marjorie said, hello, ladies.
Hey.
They got real excited, Marjorie. So hopefully you saw. And so like, hey, Marjorie. It's like Marjorie was like, Marjorie
for president.
Yeah, that's Lord. Marjorie has her own fan club. So tell me this, off the topic, slightly off topic with sports. Do you all help connect or help each other out outside of sports when you're away from each other, when you're not driving 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
Like, was that just a dumb question I asked? Clearly, the way Brittni's face was like, yeah.
No, we talk Monday through Friday. So like, we're all in this program to recover and grow. And so we all have bad days, and being able to text or message or FaceTime and just be like, hey, I need a vent. I had a bad day, or work was like this, or my car decided it was going to have 3,000 issues today, and that's fine. Oh, look, a gigantic pig landed in my car. It's like random stuff. Like we just talk, and it's just, it feels like I have like another sister, and it's a great feeling. It's someone you can be really honest with. You don't have to put up any facade. It's just, this is your friend, and knowing that you can trust someone is like a really big deal.
Can't get emotional. Won't do it. Lucy Margaret said, hello, my lovelies. And Marjorie said she loves you ladies too, so she wants to put that out there. But what is it about Raina, Brittni, that like
too easy, you don't have to finish that. Her enthusiasm. Okay, so everybody's got a face, right? Let's just be honest. When you instantly approach somebody, my face says back away. Raina says, hey, how are you? I want to get to know you. Like, let's be friends. And so it's really easy to let your guard down. And like she said, just be yourself. She's always coming at you with a smile. There's always something to laugh at, even if she's running her bikes into her car because she can't stop. Oh, good. So,
first time with
Raina.
Raina, what is it about Brittni? And then we're going to talk about this bike in the car situation here in a second. Not going to let that one go over.
We don't have to. She's it's a good balance. Like, whenever there's a comedic duo, there's a person that's kind of like more spastic. I think I'm definitely more of the hyper energetic, hand me the squirrel, shouldn't have an energy drink person. And Brittni's more like and scene. All right, like, let's focus. We can get this done. We can still have fun, but we're supposed to be. It's Raina. It's 8:20. Why are we now on the bikes? Like, let's do this. I came down here to crush some sports, and you need to train too. And it's like, okay, my bad. Let's do this. But like, when you honestly, you just need to take 5 minutes and just talk to her, and you'll see a very genuine, honest, caring person. And if you come to her with like truth and sincerity, you're going to get a wonderful friend back. And like her and Caleb clicked, they just start talking and they were like good. And that was like day one when he finally came to train with us. And oh, you just come to her with sincerity and you're good.
Oh gosh, I love it. I'm gonna call my friends after this. have a conversation.
I actually knew Caleb from the Andrews event though. We were in the same group together.
So tell me about Caleb. Like, I know he's not on here, but what makes Caleb so amazing, aside from the fact that he identified that when you're hangry?
He's coach. Caleb is coach. He loves sports. He loves taking care of people. And I can see him as an AFW2 like coach, because whenever we're doing something, it doesn't matter if we're doing field practice or track or getting on a bike. He's like, this is how you fix your equipment. This is supposed to be your posture. Your hands are supposed to be like this. And it always comes from a place of love. And he's very, very patient. Like he never loses his cool ever. He is like the PBS Blues Clues chill coach dad. Like he is just so chill and very, very humble person. Like he is excellent at sports and everything he touches, but he's very humble. And he's just like, all right, cool. I'm good at this. So let me show you how I do it or how I think about the process so you can learn it. And then he'll like wait to figure out, well, how do you think? How do you function? Okay, let me think about how you think so I can explain it so that you can get it. And we're going to work on this together. And he'll stay there for like an hour working with you on your sport, even if he's not training for that particular one, because he just wants you to do well. He wants you to excel and succeed. He's just a good person. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, I hope Caleb's watching. I'm gonna record it and send it to him just so he knows how you ladies feel. And this just goes to show, right? And this is something that you all may heard of. Is so we all have the RAMP program, which is the mentor program we have here at AFW2, and we've always had sport mentors, but we added another layer to that. That's called the Sport Wingman. This is why it's a Sport Wingman edition, and it's just exactly what you guys are doing. Like if I had to write down a book on how a sport wingman should operate and behave, it would be you guys with your faces on the front, like, and everything amazing that you're doing in this process. So, Brittni, I'll go to you. What words of wisdom would you have with someone like me? I would say I don't like people. I do like people, but I don't like people. What words of wisdom would you say, to someone that's like, well, I'm not sure if I want a wingman or a training partner or accountability buddy? How would you encourage them?
So we're all in this together. And the way I personally look at it is when it just comes to sports in general, or just working out in general, it's always easier to have somebody to motivate you, to get you off the couch. But when it comes to AFW2, we all have a story. It may not always be the same, but we all have a story. And that's like one of my favorite things about the program is you can walk into a room of 100 AFW2 warriors, not know one of them, and you're comfortable because everybody's here for a reason and you don't have to ask why. So there's already that initial like level of understanding that you don't normally get with people. So we're normally more patient. So if you get a wingman or a workout buddy through AFW2 that lives close to you, or if you're willing to make the drive, I just think there's a natural level of understanding and patience that you probably wouldn't get from, say, like a personal trainer or somebody that you just hire off the street, or a friend that, wasn't military or really doesn't know what's going on in your life. So,
yeah, I was actually about to pass that over to Raina. What you just said, it's like, well, I don't need a wingman because I have a coach or a trainer or whatever. Raina, how would you combat that? Like, I got a coach. Well, I need Kevin Green just because he just popped on live. What would I need him to come and train with me for? Like, what would your comeback be for that?
My comeback would be, I know not everyone's gone to an in-person event, but the difference between an in-person and online event is so huge. There's just an energy pickup when you work with someone that is equally as motivated or more motivated in a sport. It's like, I don't know, it's like doing Taibo DVD or in person. Yes, I'm aging myself right here, but we feed on energy. This is human nature. So we have someone that's pumped to do something, or they can click with you and understand that, yes, we are both tired, but we have 300 more meter laps to do, and this is what's going to happen. You push through, you push harder. That's why they have camps. I don't care what sport you go to, there's always a camp. They always try to work on mentorship and being a team, because when you're together and you're focused, I don't know, I'm trying to think what's the best way to, we're all military. We work harder when we deploy together. It takes like that first week of getting the gel together, but once you're gel, you're like, okay, I know my schedule, I know my crew, and we're going to work harder because I don't want to fail my team. And that's what it's like to have an accountability partner. You're like, I'm going to show up and be there because someone is waiting for me, and I'm not going to let my friend down. And it pushes you so much harder.
Oh, I love it. Well, I personally love you girls. I will never forget the first Facebook video messenger call that I got. I was like, this is concerning. This is slightly, I'm afraid about what just happened with this friendship, but I'm glad it happened. And you guys have set off a trend that we've been pushing for a while. Get someone to train with, get an accountability buddy, link up, make friends. This is important. Now, again, it's that natural person, it will mesh. So go ahead and ask on the sports page, hey, I'm in Orlando, Florida. Who wants to train or link up for coffee, social distancing, because it should say stuff like that on live. And I encourage people to come together in groups to make sure you're safe. But you all definitely embody the significance and what happens when you train together and you come together. Raina hasn't made a team before. Brittni hasn't made a team before. Caleb hasn't made a team before. All first timers, but you guys came together. So it's no secret to why, right? That's not a secret. I don't think it definitely was an accident. You guys put in that work. And I can say definitely for Raina and Brittni, as a coach, I saw that transformation take place. Like when it happened, I can almost pinpoint when you guys start talking. It was from track practice. I can show you on Zoom trainings when you all started training together, because you all became these, like, I'm on one. I was like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Then I saw you guys FaceTime together. I said, that's what happened. They found each other, and I love it. And I'm all for it. I think I know Ruth isn't on this page, but Ruth is a Navy athlete, but she's also Team US, but it shows that we're purple when it comes to each other. So thank you guys, man. You guys encourage me. Like I said, I'm gonna call my accountability people to keep me on track now, to have that going, because y'all made me emotional. But thank you, ladies, for being amazingly dope and awesome, and for coming on. I hit you with it. I hit you with this knowing you made the team. So I just couldn't tell you at the time that you made the team. But congratulations.
Man, that would have been rough.
I know it was. And that would have been rough. I would say I probably wouldn't have this conversation if you guys didn't, because it's a little awkward to work too soon. But I already knew the outcome. So it was great. And I'm happy for all of you guys, including Caleb. So hopefully, guys, in AFW2 world, get yourself a training partner, get yourself a training buddy, but reach out, spread your wings, do something different. Be amazing, right? Be amazing. So again, thank you, ladies. And you all here in the AFW2 world, we're going to continue to do what we do at AFW2, which is care beyond duty.
That's it, folks. That's all we've got for you this month. Don't forget to catch us every second Tuesday of the month for new episodes of AFW2's Blue and Beyond podcast. We'll see you next month.